us, our family church is a historical church, right? And that church is also connected to the plantation, the mansion, and the slave houses that my family lived in from generations to generations to generations. The last of my generation that lived on that plantation left there at the 90s. Okay? And that was my grandfather's actual family who descends from there. Okay? When you go to South Carolina, the deeper you go in the South, the darker they are. The more you can tell which part of Africa they may have came from because of their skin tone, because of their eye shapes. All of that you can tell. And not only that, because they still know their history. They still have their lineage. They don't have to go to fucking Africa to see the same goddamn slave plantations and houses that they probably still live on, own, or know that was passed down from generation to generations of slaves. Okay? So when my ancestors, all I'm saying to you, all I'm saying to all, my ancestors, right, did not come from Ethiopia and did not come from Israel, right? If they were Hebrews, I respect that. If they were Hebrews, they came from the Hebrew nations of Nigeria or Ghana. Nigeria has a Hebrew nation there. We were stolen, the majority of us were stolen from the Hebrew nation in Nigeria or Ghana, Sierra Leone. That's where that's where that lost tribe came from. They didn't go digging all the way in no goddamn Africa. They listen. The reason why they took us, right, is because we were closer to the shore, right? If they would have went in further, snatching black people, right, or imprisoning black people and slaughtering the original people the way they did, they would have been dead. It wouldn't have never been anything called the devils, right? We would have slaughtered them if they known. But right then and there was a lack of communication because we took everything from them when we sent them to the cage except for what? The language. So now we can go to 1 to 36 in English lessons, right? And it says the traitor left and there was no one there that could speak their language, right? You know who that traitor was? That was Abdullah and Muhammad and the ones at the gas station that I told you has never been our allies and friends anyway, right? They were already, they already knew the geographical locations, and they were already in there conquering certain places and creating wars and shit in Africa up by Egypt. By the time they got down, they had all of that mapped out. They already knew what to say, what to do, and how to trick the people to get closer to the coast or to have the devils to come in and invade them from West Africa. Right? So I want you to be aware of that. You know, these Arabs have never been our friend. It was Abdullah's. It was the mixed race, what you now call Arabs, right? Because people keep saying, "Oh, the Arabs, the Arabs were black." You're right, past tense, black. But by the time this Asian era got here, where we at in this 400-year thing going on here, they were mulattoes, okay? They were Europeans mixed with blacks, which created what we call Arabs. And they did not like the darker skin people, right? Because they knew their history. So what did they do? They went to war with them, slaughtered them, conquered the land. Went to war with them, slaughtered them, conquered the land. Okay? That's how all of that came to be in this moment. See, the thing is, people like to get 2,000 years and it's simple 400 years. We don't have to go all the way back there, okay? We were betrayed by the Arabs, okay? The Arabs was already trading amongst Yaqub's grafted devils before we came into play, okay? So they were the ones coming in, making the deal, showing them how to conquer us. Not only the Arabs, but the Moors as well. The black-made devils. That's how we got here. That's how we got to this point, right? So, we're going to do a cap because I got things to do. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I didn't confuse you or overwhelm you. But I was trying to throw so much information out in these builds that it's just ridiculous. So pardon me. If there's anything that you don't understand, you have a question, just comment down the bottom and I'll see if I can answer it. Now, my goal is to find my cord so I can go live, right? Because a lot of times I'm thinking through my head of a lot of things, and then if I go live, at least I can have my actual historical books, references, mathematics, and you name it at my grasp, right? So yeah, I'm gonna stop this. We're gonna do a recap, and that'll be the conclusion for what we're dealing with today.